Can young hotness beat the old veteran? It's a tale as old as time.
Old and busted, new hotness.
Quillan Salkilld, 12-1, 5-0 in the UFC, and 4 of those victories won by finish. So who the heck is young hotness in this case? Well, it's a guy who grew up in Western Australia in a place called Broome. He actually wanted to be an Australian rules football player, but it didn't work out for him. He started training MMA. He actually lost his first pro fight and hasn't lost since. So he lost his first one, then went 12 straight. Before coming to the UFC, he became the eternal MMA lightweight champion. He comes on to the UFC, his first fight, he wins in 19 seconds. He has had experience in a 15-minute decision, so it sounds like he is a little more experienced. He doesn't just win in the first round. He's got time in the octagon, so maybe he's gonna be able to sit in there with Mateusz Gamrot. He even accepted a fight on 10 days notice and won by first round head kick.
The head kick against Nasrat. I knew in that moment, I said to myself, I've changed my life. That was the moment, that was the test. Going into that fight, I wanted to make a statement. I wanted to put my name on the map.
He also took on Beneil Dariush, a sort of a favorite of mine. I like how Dariush seems to be as a family man. He won against Dariush and calls out Gamrot, which is an interesting decision, not the kind of guy you'd probably want to, when you look at a veteran who's got a lot of decisions, who knows how to grind it out, maybe not the kind of guy, you might be a little timid, but he called out the Gamrot fight. So who's the B side of this fight? Well, Gamrot has 300 wrestling matches in his career. He became the KSW lightweight and featherweight champion, and he was 17-0 before joining the UFC. So he's got a solid professional career, a lot of fights behind him, a lot of wrestling, a lot of Polish wrestling. That's where his background is. And here's the kicker. Gamrot has a win over Arman. Arman at the time was 18-2. He was 25 years old. He had won 5 straight in a row at that time. And Gamrot won a decision, a 3-round, 48-47 scorecard. So Gamrot can go the distance with one of, the top contenders in the UFC. So it sounds to me like the question is, can Salkilld continually problem solve for 5 rounds? That's a long time to spend in the octagon. That's 25 minutes. Gamrot has been there before. He made Arman work and work and work, and he came out with the victory. So can we get that fantastic KO from Salkilld, or is Salkilld gonna have to problem solve and grind it out? It's a tale as old as time. We've seen it endlessly, they're throwing him to the sharks, they're throwing him, throwing the old guy to the young guy. You never know what's gonna happen. Sometimes the young guy gets to come out on top. Sometimes the old guy the old guy. I'm not, I use that phrase sparingly. I don't mean that condescendingly. I just mean with youth on your side, sometimes that can be an edge, but that experience, that's what makes the fights interesting. Gamrot, of course, training out of American top team along the likes of Dustin Poirier and a lot of other killers. So can he make it happen? I don't know. Guys, subscribe. This is a never-ending tale that we're always gonna see, and that's what makes a sport interesting. So if you like that, subscribe here. Go to my other channel and subscribe, Owen Lee Productions. I do big documentaries on my other channel, and this channel is for MMA. Appreciate you. Go outside, touch grass, train hard, and kick butt.
And I said, you're not gonna beat me. I'm prepared to die.
What does it take to be great? And is it only about the achievements, or is it about the story? What are the obstacles? Who are the obstacles? Let's find out.